Hey guys, this is Zach Fajardo here, or as known as Trapographer. I'll put my Instagram down below if you guys want to check out my work. And this video is going to be about how I'm handling my quarantine. So if you guys didn't know, I do live in Seattle, Washington. That's where COVID first got its case in the States, so it's been kind of fucked up since then. If you guys didn't know, I'm a concert photographer and a sports photographer. Apparently the news is saying concerts might come back until autumn of next year of 2021, so that sucks. So obviously we can't do anything about that right now. And two, if you guys didn't know as well, I was shooting with the WNBA last season, the 2019 season. That was probably the most fun time I've ever had as a photographer. Today's May 9th, I believe. It was the first WNBA game was supposed to start on the 15th in Seattle. So I was super bummed about that, but honestly we can't do anything about it, so we just have to live with it. So at the beginning of quarantine, I didn't know what to do. I was just playing Call of Duty every night for like 8 hours a day, not going to sleep at all, sleeping in until 3 p.m. and just not even sleeping at all. So I've been trying to just work on my sleeping habits, trying to get back my sleeping schedule back to normal again. Hopefully that works out, so wish me luck. And on social media, I've been just posting my old work, which is, cool and all, but I thought to myself, I kind of don't want to do this anymore. I want to post new work. And obviously, we really can't post new work because nobody really wants to shoot during this crisis. I thought to myself, hey, if I can't work with anybody, how can I work on myself? And I thought to myself, might as well start learning how to use Photoshop. Photoshop was one of those things when I first started, like I didn't want to do it. It's hard, the whole masking everything was difficult for me. So today we're just gonna go through my Photoshop edits I've been working on. So this Photoshop edit is obviously dedicated to the late great Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. Kobe Bryant was one of my favorite players, is my favorite player of all time because I just watched him growing up, watched his last game where he scored 60. That was one of the coolest things I ever saw. And this shoot doesn't really get enough credit. So I decided, hey, I'm going to dedicate this edit to these shoes and Kobe Bryant. So I thought it came out pretty cool. I love the outlines with the purple of the shoes and the yellow. And the way I did it, how I made Kobe pop out isn't usually not the way that regular Photoshoppers would do it, but I just kind of finessed it because I don't know how to use Photoshop. But for it being my first time, I think it came out pretty cool. The second one was Superheroes Don't Wear Capes. This is inspired by Sue Bird, the Seattle Storm legend, a WNBA legend, basketball legend in general. So the way a lot of people critique me on superheroes, the way I spelled superheroes, say, hey, you spelled it wrong. It's like, I know I spelled it wrong. Because, one, they gave her that nickname after in the 2018 playoffs where she had the most crazy comeback game against the Phoenix Mercury. It was super dope. I didn't see it because I think I was working, but my coworkers went, I think, which I was super mad about. But I think this one came out pretty dope. It was inspired by like just vintage tees. I looked up a YouTube tutorial how to make bootleg inspired vintage tees. So that was pretty dope. And if you want to learn something, I would definitely just recommend either one, ask your friends, or two, just look on YouTube because that's how I've been trying to learn. But yeah, the green face was super dope. And the reason why she's wearing a mask because she broke her nose during that time. And hence, superheroes don't wear capes. And I thought it came out pretty decent for my second one. This is my third one. This is honestly my favorite one. I think this is the best looking one I've made so far. This is inspired by Washington-born Hoopers. This one took a while. This was like a 3 a.m. idea I brought to life right away. It got a lot of amazing feedback. The reason why I'm laughing is because there were some players I missed, and they kind of called me out on it on social media. Like, they didn't call me out, but they kind of threw some shade. No disrespect to them, but I forgot a few players like Luke Rittenhauer, Peter Steven Jr., and James Edwards, I believe, who played for the Bad Boys back in the day. And I forgot Jalen Noel, who plays for the Timberwolves recently. So I definitely want to fix it because this is so dope, and I don't want to leave anyone out of this poster. And possibly I want to sell this poster because I think it's super dope. I got a lot of cool feedback off it. And yeah, Washington has a lot of amazing hoopers. This one was just a quick one. Derrick Rose is one of my favorite players I've watched growing up. Just unfortunately, due to injuries, he doesn't play the way he used to play on Chicago. But he's still been hooping, which is super dope. But obviously, he doesn't have the athleticism he's had when he played for the Bulls. But I still love Derrick Rose. Still one of my favorite players currently. And I hope you do well, Derrick, if you ever watch this. I doubt you will, though. But back to the edit. Derrick Rose, I think it came out decent for how quick it was. My favorite part was definitely the Bulls, the actual Bull, and the stadium in the background. It just kind of, and I think it just kind of works well together for it being super quick. This one, so Vince Carter, I worked on this last night. My friend tried to FaceTime me. Vince Carter is one of my favorite players of all time as well. One of the best dunkers of all time as well. So many nicknames, Vince Andy, Air Canada, and the one I use, Half Man, Half Amazing. This one came out pretty tight. This was inspired by this ad or a poster I saw that my friend sent me. It was a Motown poster. So I just got inspired by that, and I loved how I put the Raptors in that back just to add a little detail. I just kind of make him look like the old 90s look, which is super dope. On the top right circle, it was all orange before, but I had changed it to black, which was actually surprising super easily, and I thought it came out pretty decent. And this was one of my other favorite ones, too, to be honest. Yeah, so the best advice I can give for you at this time, if you're a young creative, is definitely, and if you have Photoshop, is definitely learn if you're not already learning. I've been trying to be very productive, and Photoshop is super dope and super fun. It definitely stresses me out because one, it's really hard to use. There's so many tools, but at the end of the day, once you finish your Photoshop edit, it's honestly the best feeling ever. So I definitely recommend, if you haven't already, definitely try to learn how to use it. So yeah, I hope you guys watch this whole video. If you guys were just interested in how I'm doing, I hope you guys are doing well at this time. I don't know when this shit's gonna end or when quarantine's gonna end, because I really want to go back outside and shoot with my friends, shoot shows and shoot sports, but who knows. And if you guys enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up, gave me a follow on Instagram right down here in the description, and subscribe most importantly. I really don't know how to end after that.